Good morning everyone, welcome to this week's video. Today we're in a beautiful place called the Black Spur. It's this beautiful forest in Victoria. I've actually been out already for about 4 hours. It's currently about 6:30 and sun is beginning to rise. Beautiful, beautiful spot. The trees here are stunning. Really tall. Got some really nice astro photos. I did record it, but I'm not sure if I'm going to include it. Now, conditions this morning, blue, clear skies, which isn't great for the type of photography that I'm hoping to do today. We're actually going to be doing woodland photography, which I've never done before, so I'm quite excited for that. It's got me a bit of a challenge, but, you know, I think it should be quite good. It's going to be just learning a new skill. I do have a mate with me today. His name's Riley. But yeah, I'm excited, especially excited to do some woodland photography. It's going to be a bit of a day trip today. Got a couple of hikes planned and we'll be out likely until probably 5 o'clock or so. So I just came around that bend and this fern caught my eye. Just trying to find the right angle on it. Also, we got no light at the moment, so I don't think it'll work now. It's not bad. This spot here has some good separation from the fern to the trees behind it. I do like that. But right now, we've got no light, and light helps with that separation as well. If I found a composition that quickly, a potential composition that quickly, surely there's gonna be more up there. So I think we'll keep walking and hopefully we come across something. But to be honest, I don't think that really works very well. It's right on the edge of the path, it's very messy, lots of grass. The tricky part of this is finding a composition amongst all the mess over there. There's all these fern trees and I do see some potential in them. There's just kind of no order in the chaos. So it's quite hard to get, you know, that order together. And that's the tricky part of woodland photography, is trying to find that order in the chaos. There's so much beauty here, but I can't really find a composition. Mind you, we're only 100 meters in, so we've kind of just gone off the beaten track a bit because we hit a dead end. So we're just kind of having an explore here. We're starting to get some really nice golden light on the top of these trees actually now, which means the sun is coming up. I found my first composition for this morning. This fern hanging off the side of this tree. All the light behind it is what caught my eye. And at first I was kind of getting a little bit excited about the light. And then I spotted the tree and I got even more excited and knew that this was my first composition. I'm going to shoot this one with my 24-70. Because I need a bit more of that reach. The light right now is just absolutely kicking off. The moment that light hits that fern, it's gonna last seconds. So I'm gonna put on my polarizer. So this is my composition here. Don't worry about the red, that's just my focus peaking. But I've got the fern in the center of this frame hanging off this tree, and this is what I love about this composition, is all the lines throughout the image from the trees. It creates a really nice order to what is a lot of chaos around me, and I love the light hitting it. think what I might do is actually chuck on my 135 and get even closer to it. I think that's going to look really nice. If it doesn't, I do have this composition. This worked, so unless I lift it up a bit. No, I really like it in the center of my frame. So before that light goes, I actually do want my polarizer, so I'm gonna have to grab my step-up ring, chuck that on. On a shot like this, the polarizer is very important because there's a lot of glare on the leaves, and the polarizer helps to remove that glare. I actually really struggled to get the light that I wanted for this photo. I wanted the light to hit the fern full on, and it actually didn't happen for a couple of hours. There were a bunch of trees blocking the sunlight from hitting the fern for a while. I'm really quite fond of that image actually. I've gone to f2 1/15th of a second ISO 50. I do want to blur that background. I think it looks really nice, quite blurred. What I'm hoping to get though is the light hitting this fern here. I think that's going to really make the image a lot nicer. But as I said before, I really like the way that all the lines protrude up from these trees. Right now, I'm just kind of waiting for the light to hit us, or to hit that fern. And once it hits that fern, I think it's really going to come alive. All the trees behind it are highlighted and just are looking magnificent. But I just want that little touch of light on that fern, and it'll just make the image. But the thing is that these trees are now lit up and they've got that nice golden light. Just don't know if we're going to get that golden light on that fern. So this is my composition. I've got the fern pretty much filling the middle third of the image. This composition I'm actually so fond of, and I feel so lucky to have actually found this spot so easily and so quickly. I was waiting for the light to hit the fern for quite a while, so while I was waiting I decided to take a few photos of different scenes around me. This one was just to the right of the scene that I was shooting with the fern. I really like how it came out. Been waiting here for about 15 minutes. I was actually about to head off and go for a little explore to see if I can find any other compositions. But as I turned around, the light started to hit the fern. Right now it's kind of just kissing it. It's very subtle, but it's quite nice. I do want it to hit it a bit more, but I also don't want it to hit the whole thing and just blow it out. Come on. Come on. Yeah, it's happening. So I found this other composition here just by scanning around me. What I've found are all these leaves that are lit up between these trees, and it's just creating this really just simple scene. And it's simple but chaotic. It's like a little simple scene in what is a chaotic scene. And they are some of my favourite images. It's a bit of a difficult one to shoot because I'm focused on some leaves. I was shooting at f2. The depth of field was too shallow to capture the entire scene in focus. So I've had to tick it to f8. and that is giving me really nice focus. When I was on location, I wasn't too sure about this composition, but I've really grown to like it, especially this second image. What I like about the image is the gum trees in the frame, helping to frame those leaves that are lit up by that sunlight. I also went back to the other composition and got one more frame of the light hitting that fern. We've just come back to the car. We're gonna have a little nap and then head back out later. So I'm gonna set up my hammock and have a little nap. I'm feeling quite tired because I didn't get any sleep last night, but there are definitely some different spots that I still want to check out that we didn't get a chance to check out. So I reckon even after today, I think I'll definitely come back here at some point, especially at sunrise, because it's just been so nice. And actually, I got some nice staff photos last night as well. I guess I'll catch you later. I think we're gonna go get breakfast later as well. So, yeah. We're fed and coffeed. We've had a little nap as well. So, we're feeling a lot more awake than we were before, which is good. It's 11:15. We're gonna go for a walk. There was still a bunch of stuff behind me, like paddock behind me, that I want to have a look at, because I reckon there could be potential there. There was like more trees behind us, and there could be a composition somewhere there as well. Might try some portrait photography as well, but I don't think I'll film that. We're gonna take a walk and explore a bit more and just see where we're at and just explore the location more, because I want to come back here as well. I don't think Riley wants to join me on a shit again, but waiting for the light was a bit too boring for him.
It was fun. It was this very, it was a long time waiting for this passionate man to get the shot. It was fun. I enjoyed it. It was just tiring. Yeah. The light was going. It was like
this poor guy. This poor guy.
It was fun. I learned a good bit.
I've been teaching him the exposure triangle while we've been away, and he's actually learning it quite well. I'll probably quiz him on the way home. Yeah. But I do want to come back here on my own and just like explore a lot, because yeah, the woodlands around here, it's so stunning. When you're driving in, it's just trees on either side. It's incredible. And I really do wish I could pull over and take photos of those trees and the road, but it's quite dangerous because cars like drive past really quickly, and you might not see one coming, and then, well,
then you're dead.
Yeah, then you're dead. As Riley pointed out. Thank you, Riley.
That's alright.
We're just going for a bit more of a walk, trying to find some more compositions. It is middle of the day, and generally I like to shoot about 3 o'clock or something if it's the afternoon. But what I'm really looking for are these fern trees. To get these photos, I had to do a bit of bushwhacking. I actually did a whole explanation of some of these photos, but for some reason my microphone decided that it was no longer going to work. What I was talking about in the explanations of these photos was that I really liked how the straight lines of the trees behind the fern
help to compose and create separation from the subject to the background.
So we're just moving on now. We stopped, had a bit of a break. I've now got my 24-70 around my neck, ready to go, because stopping every time I saw a composition was a little bit annoying. Yeah, I think I got some nice photos this morning at sunrise, and I was shooting a fern tree before and the photos came out quite nice. Honestly, it's just nice to be out in nature, and this place is so beautiful, so quiet, especially with living in Melbourne where everything is so hustle and bustle all the time. It's just nice to get away from that for a little bit. See, now the light around us is really harsh. You can see how the light's hitting these trees over here. You can even see how it hits my arm. Yes, I'm very white though. Even up here, it's all really harsh and it's extremely hard to work with. And it's gonna be like that probably until like 3 or 4. And now it's 1 o'clock. So we kind of want to get back sometime soon. So I think we're going to probably head back because the light now is just too harsh to work with. So I think that's just about going to do it for this week's video. Overall, I had a really good time. I'm going to come back here at some point. I'm going to explore more of this area. I'm going to leave it here. So thank you all so much for watching. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please do consider subscribing, and I'll see you on the next one.